Hey guys, and welcome. Today is Cooking with Lindy, and I'm here with Rupy from the Doctor's Kitchen.
Hello.
And he has a delicious book called The Doctor's Kitchen.
Nice.
And you're going to be making something for us today. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to be making a Sri Lankan cashew curry. It's something that I was inspired by when I was visiting Sri Lanka for a mate's wedding.
Amazing.
And it's super easy to make. Chickpeas, cashews, beautiful spices. You're going to love it.
You're gonna love people. Yeah. And I'm gonna be making you a one pan Moroccan chicken. We're gonna whack it all in. We're gonna stick it in the oven. We're gonna just enjoy ourselves while it cooks off, and we have a lovely meal that's got some beautiful veggies in it, some good flavor. So let's get cracking. Before we start cooking, question.
Yeah.
Do you want a glass of wine or kombucha?
Oh, that's a really good question.
You're on?
Sounds great. Yeah, I've had a long day today. Mate, Sauv Blanc, I'm all about it. Oh wow, that is a proper glass as well. I'll probably have a quarter of this goldfish bowl. Thank you.
Welcome to my kitchen.
Great, nice. Oh. You're gonna have one as well, right? Yeah, good.
I mean, I was hoping you were gonna say wine. I was so glad.
What if I said like Ribena or like kombucha or something?
Out the house.
Oh, what a great way to start.
Alright guys, so to make the one pan Moroccan chicken, what we're gonna do, pop your oven onto 180 degrees Celsius, that's 355 Fahrenheit, and then let's get cooking. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do lazy person's cooking, which I love. So we get 1 cup of wholemeal couscous, pop it into the bottom of a tray. Then I'm gonna get 2 cups of vegetable stock, or you can use a chicken stock here if you like as well. We just gotta put that in the tray as well. Mix that bad boy up. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with some of this Moroccan spice. Now listen, you can make some Moroccan spice from scratch, that's totally possible, but this is just like a quick way to do it. Anything that helps you eat more veggies, I'm a fan of. So if you're gonna be more likely to cook because you're using a bit of a cheap hack like that, then do it. So we're gonna go in with a little bit of that. We're gonna flavor up our couscous very beautifully. So we're gonna go in with 1 tin of chickpeas. This is just a really great way to sneak in a little more beans, a little more legumes. I actually went to a kindergarten this week. They did like a healthy eating class for them. And I asked the kids, like, can you give me some examples of beans? And the one kid was like, kidney beans and black beans. And then one of the kids was like, coffee beans. I was like, good try, buddy. Good try. Good try.
I would have done that. I would have just laughed. Terrible teacher.
A+. All right, we're gonna go in with 1 or 2 zucchini.
Yeah, it's super colourful.
Yes, and all this color. I mean, that's one of the things we talked about with the kindergartners. You know, eat the rainbow, eat the skin. Gonna go in with 1 red capsicum or 1 red pepper. Now, what I like about these vegetables is they are so affordable. You can kind of find them all year round. So it's always easy to make this recipe. Next, I'm gonna go in with some dried dates. Now, dried dates are a really great way to add in a little bit more fiber. What we're really using them for is some sweetness in this recipe. Especially for that Moroccan vibe. Moroccans use a lot of sweetness in cooking.
Dried fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's this thing called sensory specific satiety. So when you kind of finish a meal and you kind of crave something sweet, I find that if you include something sweet into your food, then you don't feel like you're missing out, and so you don't really get that that sense has been satiated. And so that can help reduce that craving a little bit. We're gonna go in with a little bit more of the Moroccan spice because it sounds nice. I'm gonna go in with some chicken thigh fillets. Now you can use breast here if you like. I tend to find that although chicken thigh is fattier, it stays a lot more moist in the fridge. And I know people hate that word, but I'm sorry, it's just what it is.
I'm a thigh fan.
Yeah, right, like if food should be tasty.
I'm a chicken thigh fan.
Food should be tasty, always, fundamentally.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go in with a little bit more spice on top as well, just to make sure our chicken is beautifully flavored. And so what's gonna happen in the oven is that couscous is gonna cook, the veggies are gonna cook, the chicken's gonna like drip its yumminess into the veggies, and we're gonna get a really delicious meal. And the final ingredient is I'm gonna add a little bit of almonds on top as well. That's gonna give us that crunch, that like niceness. And then we're gonna stick it in the oven for about 20, 25 minutes, and we're good to go.
Awesome, sounds great. L'chaim.
All right. What are you doing? Why don't you tell us what you're doing?
So we're gonna do some finely chopped shallot, some garlic clove. Gonna go heavy with that, about 5. Gonna grate some of this beautiful ginger here. You can also use galangal. And we're going to put in some lemongrass. So that's going to be the flavour base for everything that we're going to be cooking. Loads of different, you know, spices, flavours. It's going to look a lot more complicated compared to your meal now. I see your strategy here. You get me drunk. No. Okay, cool. So I'm going to get you to grate the ginger for us and just put that on the side. So do you like to peel it? You don't need to. You don't need to? No, you can use the skin if you like.
That's really good to know. That saves a lot of time.
It really does. You know, I'm all about the time-saving stuff. And
that's what I love about your kind of cooking, is I think you're such a foodie, and you're foodie, like, you're adding in so much flavour.
Yeah.
And just by taking an extra 5 minutes and having a few more ingredients, you get such a good kind of food.
Yeah, totally. And like, I'm the kind of person that would, like, you know, come home after a day's work and like have a glass of wine and just chop, chop, chop. But not everyone's like that, I guess.
And you're working as a doctor, right?
Yeah.
So like, your days are full on, and you still come home and you're doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So
what are you doing?
Our ginger.
Is that enough?
That's fine. We're going to put some lemongrass in as well. Actually, you know what? A nice little trick with the lemongrass is to grate it. So I'm going to get you to grate it.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Is it okay if it goes right in with the ginger?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, why not?
Anything goes. Anything goes. And I'm going to drain this can of chickpeas.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going with 2 teaspoons of coconut oil. Pop that in.
What's your favourite oil to use when cooking?
Really, I get asked this all the time. Oh my god. It depends solely on the cuisine that I'm cooking. So I'm not this like, oh, you've got to use coconut oil for everything, or you can only use extra virgin.
Not dogmatic about anything.
Exactly. It's about what you're actually cooking. So we're cooking a Sri Lankan meal. They use coconut oil liberally for all their foods. It matches the flavour base. It's completely the right thing to do.
Let's not overthink it.
Yeah. Right? With all oils, the only thing I say is try not to take it to a high temperature, because they all smoke. Regardless whether it's coconut or avocado or extra virgin olive oil, they all smoke around 170, 180. So low to medium heat cooking is the way forward.
That's it. And then you don't overcook your veggies either. You keep more of that good nutrient goodness.
Totally, yeah. All right, so we're gonna pop this in. Do you want to grab the ginger as well?
Yeah.
And then just for some more flavour, we're gonna go in with a bay leaf, which I think is like one of the most underutilized herb spices that we have. I don't know whether you call it herb or spice, probably herb. You know, just put like a couple of leaves in, and honestly, it transforms curries and casseroles and stews and everything. Same thing goes for curry leaves as well. Again, a lot of people think curry leaves, oh, what do I do with it? It's scary, yeah, but for a curry like this, put it in, it gives that authentic taste to, like, you know, Sri Lankan curry, Indian curry, whatever. So we're just going to go in with like a little pinch of these. Probably about 10 or so curry leaves, and it's got that beautiful curry flavour. You can even get curry leaf little plants as well and keep them in your house. They're really easy to look after.
We do that. Now, you added in a lot more than I probably would have, so I'm really glad you took me through that.
Good.
I would have put like 1 in and hope for some flavour.
Just to the same pan, we're going to add our curry powder and our chickpeas, and just let it all marry together. Just, you know, have a glass of wine.
Get to know each other, like get intimate.
Absolutely.
Maybe take each other on a date. Let's see, you know.
We're just going to give like these little veggies here a minute just to saute. You just want them to brown slightly. You don't want them to burn. Just keep an eye on them. And where's my wine? There it is. Alright, so we're going to go in with 2 essential ingredients. So I should have said at the start, we've just soaked some cashews for about 30 minutes or so. It just softens them a bit, and it just makes it a lot more palatable with the chickpeas, and just easier to cook really, rather than like raw cashews. So softens them up. A really easy thing to do before, but even if you don't have time, actually, you can just throw them in.
So nutritionally, it's not a nutrition thing; it's a taste thing.
More of a taste thing.
We haven't activated them. Have we activated them? No, I'm not sure.
We haven't activated it. No. I'm just going to pour the excess water out here. All right, and in this goes into the pan. And Lindy, do you want to throw in the chickpeas for me?
Yes.
We're going to throw in the sweet corn as well to the chickpeas and the cashews. Mix. So once those have like married together a bit and you've like thrown in the spices, just give it another couple of minutes to just evaporate all the excess water, and then we're going to hit it with some coconut milk. And that's it, and just let it cook away for about 10 minutes or so. It will go like a lovely unctuous yellow colour, and you can have it with a bit of rice, but actually it's got everything in there, so it's kind of like a one-pan wonder, which is the way I'm trying to cook these days actually.
Love it. You've got that, those beautiful slow burning carbohydrates, you've got the plant-based protein from your legumes, you've got, I mean, the cashews adding those healthy fats and a bit more protein as well. One pan, everything you need.
Yeah, totally, and you being authentic to the recipe and where it's come from and stuff, so absolutely. This kind of stuff is how I tend to cook at home after a shift.
Yes, minimal cleaning up. I just moved out from an apartment, and in the apartment we never had a dishwasher. So like minimal utensil use is a priority. Yeah, you be healthy and you don't have to spend your whole time cleaning up.
Totally. I'm really not like a good cleaner upper.
From what I understand, you've been working to help get doctors to know more about nutrition. Yeah. What are you doing there?
Yeah, so I started a non-profit called Culinary Medicine UK, which is basically an organisation with registered dietitians, proactive doctors like myself, and professional chefs, where we teach medical students and qualified health professionals the foundations of nutrition, as well as how to cook. So it's basically about trying to elevate the conversation in clinical rooms up and down the country, because the conversation around improving one's diet is just not happening. I don't think a lot of people realize, but we get less than 5 hours training in nutrition in the context of a 5 or 6 year medical degree. Less in nursing, the same with a whole bunch of other allied health professionals. That's like taking up a lot of my time at the moment.
I'm so glad it's taking up a lot of your time, because I am, because you're doing something really important. Yours is just so beautiful. I want to lick it, but I won't, because I'll share it. I'm a nice person like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm all about that cashew.
Good. If you want to judge it up, you could just cut some, just finely chopped coriander. So I like to use the stalks. A lot of people don't like using the stalks.
With coriander, not all herbs, but coriander definitely.
Yeah, coriander, I love it. Yeah. If you're going to use the stalks for like, I don't know, parsley or like one of the other herbaceous plants, then I try to cook with them as well. But like, I much prefer using this.
Herbaceous.
Herbaceous, yeah. It's another non-made up word, I promise. Okay, so.
There's an English class today.
Yeah. Put that on top.
Wow, beautiful.
There we go. And then a few of the whole leaves as well, because the whole leaves look pretty.
If you don't like coriander or cilantro, of course, skip this step.
You can skip this step totally.
Even some sesame seeds on here would be really nice.
Sesame seeds, you could do some mint as well. Like, you can just be experimental with it, guys.
Yeah. She's looking beautiful.
I like that. I really hope you like that.
I love that. Now, I burnt mine slightly, but it's still beautiful. Try not to burn it like me. I'm just adding in some parsley on top. If you want this recipe, it's in Back to Basics, but I've also shared the recipe down below in case you're after it and want to give it a go. It smells so very good, and I'm gonna eat all of yours. So thank you so much for coming over here, for cooking in my kitchen. Guys, go check out Rupy's YouTube channel. You're gonna see we did another collaboration a little bit earlier than this, so go over there and go watch that video. Check out his podcast, it's delicious. Almost as delicious as his book, The Doctor's Kitchen, and your first one, what's your first one called again?
The Doctor's Kitchen.
Well, there you go, we have a theme going here. Do you mind if I get in there?
Please do, yeah. I'm gonna try yours as well.
Excuse me.
Jump in here.
Wow. You are magic. You're gonna need to get this recipe, guys. Excuse me, talking with my mouth full. Thanks so much for joining us for Cooking with Lindy and Rupy. And if you can, subscribe and give us a like. I really appreciate that. And we'll see you here next time for another one. See you soon. Bye.